In the vast world. The Divine Light Sect. The sound of the morning bell is continuous, all the disciples wake up, full of energy, inhaling and exhaling Qi. The sound of morning practice echoes throughout the sect. Full of vitality. On the seven-color peak, Qi Yuan lies on his bed. The sound of the morning bell is particularly harsh, he covers his ears. The wooden cat puppet also appropriately opens its mouth, making a sound. Get up! Get up! Qi Yuan waved his hand, a small dried fish was stuffed into the mouth of the wooden cat puppet. It immediately could not make a sound. He changed his position and slept comfortably. As they say, I sleep alone when the sun is 3 poles high, who is an immortal, I am an immortal. After an unknown amount of time, Qi Yuan slowly woke up. He took a deep breath of air. The air in this different world is quite sweet. Qi Yuan was originally one of the many beings on Blue Star, and half a year ago he crossed over to this world. Unlike his previous world, this world has transcendence and cultivators. By chance, Qi Yuan joined the Divine Light sect and became a disciple of Seven Color Peak, and also its only disciple. Qi Yuan finished washing up, dressed neatly, and left the courtyard. Yesterday, his master sent a message instructing him on some matters. Qi Yuan stood halfway up the mountain and looked up at the peak. It towered into the clouds and was filled with immortal aura. Qi Yuan looked at the palace in the clouds and whispered, "Another day thinking about master." The clouds at the peak rippled for a moment and then dissipated as if nothing had happened. The master lived at the peak and had set up restrictions prohibiting Qi Yuan from going up. Qi Yuan did not see the gathering and dispersing of clouds at the peak. He walked down Seven Color Peak. There is a big tree here, several meters high, looking down from above. This is a somewhat unusual grass, but 3 days ago, Master Deadwood and the Empress of Commerce had a secret meeting here. Qi Yuan stood under the big tree, he glanced at the fresh and tender grass on the ground. A series of words appeared in his mind. He was stunned. If he remembered correctly, when he came here a few days ago, what his eyes saw was, "This is an ordinary grass, but 4 days ago, a wild dog peed on it. This grass is quite interesting." After stepping into Qi refining, Qi Yuan found that his eyes had some problems and could see things that others couldn't. For example, when he first looked at the cultivation method given to him by his master, Seven Color Refining Fire Technique, what he saw was, this is a jade-level cultivation method with 1371 obvious flaws and numerous other flaws. If cultivated to the supreme realm, it will become some indescribable nourishment. At that time, Qi Yuan was stunned when he saw this information. He went to look at other cultivation methods. They were roughly the same. The supreme realm? Nourishment? It's far away? It's not something a small Qi refining cultivator like him should consider. Of course, his cultivation level is also stuck in Qi refining. Because according to what his eyes saw, once he broke through in cultivation, he would confirm his identity as nourishment. So now Qi Yuan has been looking for a suitable cultivation method and working hard for it. In the main hall of the sect, divine light scattered everywhere. The white-haired Kong Fulu held a duster and sat in midair. "Brother Qi Yuan, you're a bit late," Kong Fulu said softly. "I slept too late last night." Qi Yuan yawned. The other disciples from the peak saw this and didn't say anything. Kong Fulu said, "Now that everyone is here, let's start recruiting disciples. Today on the square. Most of them are disciples who have just passed the entrance examination. And the eldest disciples of their peaks are responsible for selecting candidates to join their peaks." Kong Fulu stepped forward, he looked at the hundreds of new disciples below and slowly said, "Divine Light Sect is one of the 3 major cultivation sects in Dasheng. Congratulations to all of you for passing various tests. From now on, you will be disciples of Divine Light Sect." Hundreds of young boys and girls heard this and were somewhat excited. After all, Divine Light Sect is one of the 3 strongest cultivation sects in Dasheng Kingdom. Once you join the sect, you are above others. Kong Fulu was very satisfied with everyone's performance on the field. He continued to speak. Divine Light Sect has 5 peaks, you can choose one to join. This is Zhugemyo, the eldest disciple of Divine Medicine Peak. This is Sui, the eldest disciple of 10,000 Law Peak. This is Qi Yuan, the eldest disciple of 7 Color Peak. This is Madman, the eldest disciple of Fighting Peak. I am Kong Fulu, a closed-door disciple of 5 Light Peaks Master, son-in-law of Divine Light Sect's Master, a great achiever of 5 Light Holy Law, founder of Little Sunlight Technique, and chief elder disciple of 5 Light Peak.